a building you're going to miss. We are at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, no love lost between these NFC East rivals. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys.
Please welcome your 2026 Dallas Cowboys.
Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State fourth-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for. Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Dak off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. He barely gets it into enemy territory to the 49. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Cowboys butting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out is one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
We've set it down from 37. Working on 1st down. Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Keeps it on the option here. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. He's dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Slot man motioned over. Here he goes, third and long. Complete out to the right. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. Fourth down coming up.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun. It's Prescott. Finds him over the middle. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Running for the marker with Williams. This gets the first and more. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
And the Cowboys first down.
He'll always sign off on it when that particular call comes in the headset and the running back gets a chance to hear it. A toss is his chance to get outside quickly and let that athleticism shine as he dances through the defense.
Play action now for Prescott. Catch made by Schoonmaker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun is Prescott. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Dak now from the gun. And they take this in for the score. The Cowboys go up 6-0 here in the first. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys 7, Commanders nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. First play is a design run. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Back to throw. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt in it for the first time. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. To the air now on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now looking to throw. Finds a man right side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the the 19. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
The tackle by Denardian overshown. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Option play now. He's headed right. Johnson gets hit and he loses the football. And this is going to be Cowboys football.
You know, Kate, one time I had a coach tell me, hey, listen, I need you to be more of an artist and not a backsmith. I need you to create. QB here does a great job creating, trying to buy something out of nothing. Unfortunately, as the clock ran out, that ball's punched free, and he gives it away.
The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He dodged the tackle. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Kate, I want you and the audience to imprint that play in your mind. When you hear me or any announcer say, oh, he's running downhill. Oh, get running downhill. Oh, you want to hit it downhill. That right there, that was running downhill.
Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Prescott here from the gun. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. 1st down, here's Dak. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Prescott. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Short pass brought in. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Williams will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Dak to the air here. From the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, and so is the defense, and they take him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, you hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate, and you get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. But let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt not much more difficult.
Following the sack, going to need to find 11 yards here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Prescott is hit. He lost the football. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10.
4th and goal.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Aubrey puts it through. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
Kate, I call that a win-win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead. But you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
That'll be complete to Burks. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Brought in by Burks. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Throwing on first is Prescott. Over the right side is caught by Ferguson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Gain 15 there, and that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Again on 2nd and 10. Prescott connects on the crosser. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Cowboys with the lead here at AT&T. 1st and 10 from the 43. Jack throwing again. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
1st and 10 from the 32. Up the gut they go with Williams. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun is Prescott. Brought in. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sidelines.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Here he goes. 3rd and long. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. It's Cox. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And he's got a decent game before being brought down.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brian, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Design bootleg here. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky-Merritt. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Receiver in motion, he's headed right. Throw here, 3rd down. And finds Burks, complete. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good for a Commander's 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Run it out of the pistol, Krosky-Merritt. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, it keeps that defense honest.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They're throwing it. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. He gets it right back to McLaurin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Setting up to throw. Screen pass here for Krosky-Merritt. And this one does not go far.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that's good for a Washington first down.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing it again here. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Sticking to the air here. Finds him on the crossing route. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Krosky-Merritt on his own read. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Pass play coming here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Third and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Moody knocks it through. And their opening drive does something they couldn't do in the first half, partner. Gets them on the scoreboard.
I would imagine, Kate, that they hope that's the spark that starts a second half inferno of a comeback. Could scarcely afford to come away empty-handed with points on that opening drive, and they didn't.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
On the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run for Williams. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to it. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Play made by Deron Payne.
Deron Payne on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's across
Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. He's got it, complete to Pickett. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
On the handoff, this is Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Prescott now on 3rd down. We've got a screen to the running back. Jukes away from one. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Cowboys control possession and the scoreboard as they try to finish out this win. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. A run with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. This is Williams. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Third and long for him here. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Aubrey puts it through, and that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you can call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. This makes it up to the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
So 1st down from the 41. Look to throw. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing from the gun here. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Murray on the coverage.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it again. That one's complete over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Making the call himself. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And the Ground game works for the touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 10.
20. Commanders 10.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Tolbert now to return it. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Williams fields the pitch. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Jonathan Jones on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Dak off the play fake. On him quick, and they bring him down. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Prescott is hit, and he lost the football. And the Commanders make the recovery.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Complete to Deebo Samuel. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Trying to throw this from the gun. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. And this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start.
And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders making a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth.
Commanders 17.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Tolbert now to return it. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First down, here's Dak. That's caught by Williams. And this one doesn't go far.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Prescott set to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Back to throw it. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A pickup of 17. And that'll be good for Dallas first down.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Now run. This is Williams. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. And we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Handoff to Williams. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys only up by a few. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Williams on the carry. And second down only works out for a yard.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Running for the marker with Williams. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to try and backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Look at them, they don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on fourth. Going for it, it's Williams. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a first and goal.
You look at the tendencies and the stats, Kate, fourth, and that distance, typically you see pass. Unless, of course, you got the perfect running play in your back pocket and a whole bunch of trust in the people around you.
So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.